Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And as you can see from the title, we're going to be exploring this idea of ethnicity or race versus nationality, right? Because so many people, low IQ, mentally and neurologically challenged people, don't seem to understand the difference between race, or ethnicity, or the color of your skin, your heritage or whatever, versus your nationality, the nation that you identify with, the country that you can say that you're from type thing, do you know what I'm saying? So this video was inspired because the White Yardie situation. If you haven't seen my video on White Yardie, check it out. I'll leave it in the description below. But yeah, obviously White Yardie is a white Jamaican man, and the controversy around what the panel discussion that he was on the other day has just prompted this video for me, man, because I just don't get how people don't understand it. Anyway, man, let's get into this. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me. Yeah, if you want to support your boy's merchandise, in the description below, and obviously hit the subscribe button, man. It's road to 50,000 right now. Help me get there, especially now my Instagram's being deactivated and disabled. I don't know when that's coming back. I'd really appreciate if you help your boy get to 50k, man. At least one of you that watches this just shares with your pal, shares with your friend, you know what I'm saying? It really, really helps, man. As I said, the controversy around White Yardie was around the fact that he's white and he's Jamaican. And on this panel discussion, a couple ignorant ass dons, or one person in particular, was really kind of questioning and kind of challenging his identity, and said, oh, that's quite interesting that you identify as Jamaican, and that the collective or the majority of the people out there have embraced you, so that's what makes you Jamaican. Listen, first things first, just because he's white, it doesn't mean he's not Jamaican. The same way, just because we're black, brown, whatever, doesn't mean we're not British. Okay, very simple, sorry, British, let me speak properly, right, British, we're not British. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, right? Just because all my friends have black parents, born and raised in Nigeria, for instance. They came over here, they had my friends were born in Britain, born in London, but they've got African parents, so therefore, they're literally black British, African British, whatever you want to call. A lot of them will identify themselves as British, but some of them will identify themselves as African, and that's completely up to them. If they want to do that, then they can. But the point is, no one can take away from the fact that they are British because they were born in Britain. Do you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. They were born in Britain. They went to school here. So our culture is black British. And black British, as White Yardie actually articulated, is a culmination of Caribbean culture, African culture, and British culture all into one. That's what black British culture is, because it's a combination of all of it. You understand? So putting that into the context of White Yardie was what? He had two white parents, and he would have been born in Jamaica, but due to hospital risks and complications, he ended up being born in England just for medical care or whatever. So at 3 months old, after all the tests have been done, he's then gone back to Jamaica and then spent his entire adolescence, youth, teenage years in Jamaica. He's Jamaican, He's not going to be thinking, while he's eating curry goat and jerk chicken growing up, he's not thinking, I'm white, I'm British. Do you understand? He's not thinking that. Now, if he wants to identify as a British Jamaican or whatever, then he can, because that's what he feels inside. That's what he is. But he doesn't feel like that. Do you understand? He doesn't. He literally feels Jamaican. He feels like everyone else around him. The only difference is the pigmentation in his skin. Okay? Now, again, if you have a Iranian couple, right? Fully Iranian husband, Iranian wife, right? And they go to Shanghai, and they've lived in Shanghai for 5-6 years, and then they give birth to an Iranian daughter. And then that daughter then goes to school in Shanghai until she's 18 years old. Do you understand? What do you think she's gonna think she is? She's gonna know she's not the same as everyone else, the same way a white person's gonna know the difference of a black person in Jamaica. But that person is Chinese. Is she not? She's literally Chinese because she was born there. Went to school there. She speaks the language. She knows the food, the culture, the history. If that girl then meets someone in America, and she's not gonna then say, "Oh, I'm Iranian." Or she might do. She could do, depending on how close she is with her parents there and things like that, she could do. But she's more likely gonna say she's Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Because she speaks the language, she's got the accent, you know, she speaks in Shanghainese, you know what I'm saying? Like, a Mandarin, you know what I'm saying? So, this is the difference here. So, like, people need to understand the difference. Like, there's a very, very big difference. Just because you're Jamaican, or just because you're whatever, we'll stick to Jamaican, just because you're Jamaican, yeah, that doesn't mean that you're black. Do you understand? Do you get it? Like, there's differences here. Like, someone in my comment section here, again, just a low IQ don, like literally uneducated, like ignorant. You're one of the ones there was like, what did man say? In my White Yardie video, something along the lines of, you're not qualified to label him. You're diluted. Do you know what I'm saying? So the point he's making is that I'm not qualified to like label White Yardie anything because I'm not black or whatever, or not white. I'm diluted. I'm mixed race or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, obviously, things like that could never get under my skin. You know, I get comments like that every day. Like, it's literally, like when I see comments like that, I laugh in it because I already know they're beneath me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just another reminder that I'm better than them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. I literally love it. I love that power play. Like, I love how as soon as they do that, as soon as they comment something that ignorant, I already know where they fall in society. Do you know, everyone's there. Yeah, but again, the point remains the same. That opinion there is a problem because he's saying that I can't basically comment on the nationality of someone because I'm not that nation's colour. Do you know what I'm saying? A majority colour. That's pretty much what he's saying. That is literally low IQ. You have to be neurologically challenged, yeah, and your brain cells have to be challenged if you think like that. It's literally not their fault that their parents didn't bless them with good genetics and good IQ and good brain cells. It's not their fault, innit? It's literally not. Now, I want to end on this because I don't necessarily agree with this definition, but I want to read it out anyway because it pretty much articulates what I'm trying to say. Ethnicity is the state describing the heritage and ancestry. Conversely, nationality is the legal identity which is conferred only to a person who is born in the country. While ethnicity arises from a person's ethnic background, nationality is dominated by the geographical location. Now, I agree with most of that, but when it says which is conferred only to a person who is born in the country, obviously that's different. Because in the case of White Yardie, for instance, 3 months, being born at the age 0 or going there at 3 months old, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. All he knows is that culture. All he knows is that upbringing. So therefore he is that. He is that, do you know what I'm saying? So it's simple as. Now, ethnicity wise, if we want to use his heritage and things like that, then we can. He's white. So his ancestry and his heritage will be white, do you understand? But his nationality, if we're talking legal binding contracts, he's got a passport, he's got a citizenship there. So therefore, he is Jamaican, do you know what I'm saying? If you can get a citizenship somewhere, legally, you are of that nationality, do you understand? But this is the thing about this life. There's nuances, there's grey areas. It's not as simple as, if you're born in somewhere, you're this country and this, that. There's nuances. There's literally where you identify with the time you spent the most, the place you spent the most time, the place that you've grown. Like, there's a whole heap of things that contribute to someone's nationality or their identity or their ethnicity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very nuanced subject. So yeah, you literally can't be dumb when you deal with this. But unfortunately, most of the world is uneducated. Most of the world is dumb. Do you know what I'm saying? So that therefore, we're literally just a whole bunch of people divided against each other because they're not capable enough to see past the whole, the matrix. You know what I'm saying? They're not smart enough to see the world we're in, and everyone's being pitted against each other to distract ourselves from the government and what they do and stuff. And it's easier to control people when they're divided, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Peace.